Hey, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit, and I have something that I've kind of prepared a little bit. This is not like one of my normal things that I spur of the moment. I was going to show you guys how to make some cool bases, and essentially these are pretty sturdy bases, and they work for D&D, to Star Wars, for Warhammer, for anything you need. So we need first toilet paper. And I'm not claiming that I made this craft up. I don't remember where I learned it from, or if it was an accident, or how this came to be. A lot of these crafts, like I said, to know who actually invented something, we don't know. But this is a technique that is based roughly off paper mache. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to make some toilet paper mache bases. And we're not going to follow the exact recipe for paper mache because we want these to be very sturdy. And we want these to be durable and something we can use in the future. And if you want, we can even do some crafts with these. My buddy was asking me about on the alien terrain stuff. There was one piece that I had made out of that just was like a quick piece I threw together. And he had asked how I made it. So this is really hot water. Really hot water. And we just kind of want this to shred up in here. And we want to keep adding toilet paper shredded into it. And what we want to do... Now, you don't have to use good toilet paper. Your best bet is to head to the Dollar Tree or Dollar General or somewhere where you have a coupon and get like the crappiest toilet paper that you would not probably want to wipe your butt with. I just grabbed whatever my wife had upstairs because she's not home to yell at me. But, you know, make good choices on this stuff. The cheaper, the better. You do not want to go broke because I don't truly believe that any kind of special toilet paper is going to give you a better product. Okay, so we have enough here for maybe a couple bases. Let's make a little bit more. And I can restore this toilet paper roll back to the upstairs after we do this, so I don't get busted. Now, this is not an instant craft, by the way. This is not something that's going to be ready right now. Like I said in the video earlier, I'm kind of making this one actually for tomorrow because I won't be around. But what I had said in the video earlier, keep in mind, was that I'm going to be out of town till I'll be back Wednesday evening. And it's Monday now. So what we want to do is have something that'll be working in the time I'm gone. This will be curing and drying. So if you have a workspace like mine, like in my garage here, where I have a fan going, this should be dry when we get back. Alright, so we have a bunch of excess toilet paper, or a bunch of excess water we don't really need right now. So we're going to take some of the excess water and pour it back into the hot water bin. Leave it a little bit wet, a little bit of wet in there, like that. We're going to want gloves for this next part. And I have some here, let me dry my hands off. On this towel that I definitely did not put in the washing machine, secretly. Alright. Oh, I don't remember if I did an intro. This is, yeah, I did. Never mind. I'm a crackhead. You don't need these rubber gloves. These are just some old ones I had. I don't know if they're any good anymore because they seem kind of hard to stretch out. There we go. Alright, so you don't want your material to be white. If you can save yourself a step and make this not white, that's ideal. Okay. So we're going to add some paint, some brown paint, and some black paint. So get a dark color like a burnt umber. And then get yourself some Mod Podge. Oh, that's probably too much. And you can use glue or anything else you want. Here's some Elmer's clear glue. This will make it sturdy and strong too. Look at that. We can add a little more toilet paper if we need to. Alright, get yourself something to stir with. I didn't plan ahead for that. Something to stir with. Got a tongue depressor here. Don't want to talk about where I got this tongue depressor too much. So we already can tell this is a lot lighter than we want it to be. We're going to want a darker color. There's a fly in my shop. That's annoying. Okay, so we want this to be darker. We get a little black. And we still might need to add some toilet paper. Now that'll darken it up good. There we go. Alright. You get a good dark color. And mind you, your color consistency does not have to be even. And there's no rule as to what color something must be or must not be. You can make this in weird colors if you're doing an alien terrain, or in light colors if you're doing a desert. But I want this to be a generic kind of mid-tone grayish brown that I can hit with a couple light dry brushes and turn it into almost anything. So we're looking pretty good there. Now if you have a bunch of excess fluid, when you come down right here, see that? How there's a pool? You want to try to get some of that dealt with. And so stir it in, try to get rid of some of that excess fluid. Now the more your toilet paper is torn up and ripped up, the better your result's going to be of not having any texture or toilet paper looking lines or anything. So you really want to tear it up and get it wet and soak it out. Still have a little bit of excess, get a little bit more toilet paper. We really don't want to be adding too much toilet paper at this point though, because we have to tear it up a lot smaller, because it's not just going to fall apart like it did before. And these gloves are doing me no favors for tearing it up. Alright. We don't want this to be dry, okay? But we don't want a bunch of excess liquid. Alright, so we're not getting any pooling. It's not very dry. Alright, so we can save that popsicle stick, dry it out, and use it for something later. So what I have here is, this is just a plastic tray that I don't know where it came from, that I've used to do stuff in apparently. And I've thrown some tin foil in here. We're going to get a piece. We're going to make a shape. Okay. Now, when this dries, this will come down. It's kind of like the concept of how you make hamburgers, right? So you want to get your blobs. Now these are about a ½ inch tall right now. Again, it's going to be similar to making a hamburger. It's going to shrink, so you want it to be tall. And when it shrinks down, it'll be very thin comparatively. I will show you one that I made about this size. Well, I showed you one. I have a couple more. Now, you can do different elevations. Once you get that initial set in place, you can take little handfuls and kind of pile it on top like this right here. And then what you want to do is you want to bring that over to this side and kind of make your second tier. And you just want to pat that, but not all the way down. I don't know if you guys can see that this is angled. There you go. See how that's an angle up? Okay, so there's a little bit of moisture in here still. It's okay, it'll dry with the air. So now we're going to take this, put it in front of a fan for a couple days, and let it sit. And it's going to make some bases. So let's take these gloves off. Let's put that in front of the fan and look at a couple of these that I have that I've made in the past. Goodbye, my bases. See you later. Alright, so here's some that I've made in the past. See, this one is a good example of having that little top tier part that I did. I did that like that. This one's like that. And this is one that I actually made like a mound and then just flattened the top. And these are from where you peel it off the tin foil, see how smooth that is. And there's always going to be these little excess pieces when you have them that you can rip off. There you go. And you can kind of burn those with a lighter and stuff too, if you need to like trim them around or fix them, or you can get you can cut it with a hobby knife. But this is, I don't know if you can tell, I'm really smacking that hard. This is sturdy stuff, and the Mod Podge and the glue and the fibers of that paper, you know, it's pretty good. So thank you guys for watching, and have a great evening.